Hey guys, and welcome back to the weekly update. So this one's a bit later than usual, but like I said last week, a lot going on this week. A lot of hours at work, and the wedding is it's Thursday today, technically. It's only 12:30, but it is now Thursday. So technically it's in 2 days, but more like 2.5 because it's late on Saturday. Not my wedding, future sister-in-law, once I marry into the family. But yeah, so really busy this week, lots to do. I've had to run everywhere. I got a suit last week, so I look pretty snazzy in that suit. Getting a haircut today, technically, again. I guess I'll just start saying tomorrow, when I wake up. But anyways, onto the channel itself. So I wasn't super diligent uploading this week. Like I said, a lot on my plate. There's a pretty huge gap between the 21st and the 24th, where I didn't upload anything. So like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Or Saturday, Sunday, Monday, something like that. I think Saturday was the 21st. Let me actually look at the calendar here. Yeah, so I didn't upload Sunday or Monday, and then I did upload Tuesday. So, pretty big gap there while I was busy with work. But as soon as the wedding's over, I'll be able to upload more. Lots actually happened in video this week. So, I haven't been able to play video for the last day because, as everyone should know, these servers are migrating. We're getting brand new servers, and LeaseWeb has been doing their best to remind us why we're getting those, because right up until the migration started, I kept getting disconnected. The last 2 days before the servers, I did not fish very many koi at all. So that's happening. Patch notes, the apology letter that came out on the 21st was pretty big, so hopefully these patch notes have the first signs of the steps they're going to be taking for that. The renown system, I'm not going to talk too much about that because I talked about it quite a lot in the Let's Play Musa that I'm going to release today. There were no patch notes today because of the migration. The patch notes are actually coming out tomorrow, so expect a video on that once the patch notes are up. And apart from that, so yeah, Black Desert, lots of stuff happened this week. Let's Play Musa episode 4, released that last week, got episode 5 ready to go. It's kind of lackluster, but I don't really have any... When I'm doing these episodes, I don't really have anything to talk about in my head, so I just kind of talk about the first things that comes to mind. Kind of comment below on what you'd like me to talk about in these Let's Plays. I don't really have anything set to talk about, so if I had, I don't know, a topic or a general outline to talk about, that would probably help. Although sometimes... Not sometimes. A lot of the times I will loop back on what I say and just say the same thing over and over, but in different ways. Someone actually called me out on Reddit about this. They complimented me, said I was so finding my stride and that I said the same thing over and over, and also said stop making Sea of Thieves and Kingsraid videos because they're not biting. I mean, I understand that most of my Black Desert viewers don't like the Kingsraid stuff, but it's a nice little break for me. Sea of Thieves, I haven't actually done a Sea of Thieves video in a while, so whatever. I actually did apply to be a Bless emissary. So I know I've talked about Bless a few times. Bless... I'm not sure how to describe it. I'm not really anticipating too much for it, but at the same time, I'm hopeful that it'll be kind of like a sleeper hit and that it'll actually be really good, and the combat update that they did is actually going to be really nice and people are going to love it. Not, going to be super optimistic or anything, but I am hopeful that that could happen. I applied to be an emissary, which basically means that they'd feature content if I made videos for them. Not really all that much information about it, so maybe I'll get that, maybe I won't. I'll probably do some videos on Bless when it releases just to kind of try it out, see what it's like, as it is the closest thing to a competitor Black Desert's going to have in the near future, as all the other MMOs in the Western market aren't really direct competitors of Black Desert. They're more tangential, like World of Warcraft, where if you play MMOs, you've probably played them, but they're not really the same type of MMO as Black Desert. Bless is a much closer MMO than World of Warcraft, ESO, Guild Wars 2, all those others are, so I will try it out, see how it is, give a review after a few days, make some guides, but I'm not sure if I'm going to make it the next game on my channel or not. That does remain to be seen. Apart from that, like I've said, I've been super busy, right? So the class guide, the script is pretty much done. The template is done. We just need to finish the template for all the classes. I've got all the videos, all the trailers downloaded, the audio, well, that's what the script is for. So it's mostly done. I just need to finish it all up and then go into post-editing. But that is the part that's going to take the longest. But I did make a few decent videos this week. Last week is when I made Guide to AFK Fishing, so can't claim credit for that. I guess realistically, since the last update from the Lighthouse, these are the videos that have been released. So, Aselica, patch notes, Let's Play Musa, renown system. So I mean, I didn't make any actual guides this week, but there was a lot to talk about in Black Desert just as a whole. So it's not like there was nothing happening on the channel. Apart from that, not too much else. I do have a few other opinion videos I want to make, but because of the renown system and the free value pack letter, as well as hopefully whatever comes out in the patch notes and the new servers, I don't want to make any of the other opinion videos right now because not only are the things I'm talking about liable to change with the new patches and stuff, but I don't want to overload the channel with opinion videos. I do want to try and at least make more guide videos than I do opinion videos, so that's the thing. The new Noob Node War, it did take an extra week for me to release it, a week and a bit actually, compared to normal, but it does seem to be getting a fairly decent reception, over 2,000 views, which is kind of rare for the Noob to Node War. I don't actually get that many, oops. Most of them don't actually get that many views. Like if I look at it here, you can see that the first one has by far the most. The second one's almost at 6K, third one closing on 4K, fourth one closing on 3K, and then this one is almost at 2.5K. So I mean, it's slow but steady, and the next episode is the last episode for a little while because that's the one where I'm going to be hitting 400 gear score, and then I will do a season 2 where it's road to 450 gear score, or even 500. 500 would probably be more interesting. It's just going to take forever. But that's going to be a lot shorter because most of these topics are the same topics you'd be talking about in Road to 500 gear score. It's just kind of the scale for everything's gone way up. Like for a single level, it takes tens of hours instead of an hour or two. For a single piece of gear, it takes hundreds of millions of silver instead of a few million. So the scale goes way up, but what you're doing doesn't actually change too much. So Season 2 is going to be a lot more disjointed. There's not going to be a regular release date. It's going to be when I think of a decent topic or when someone gives me a decent topic for an episode. They're concerned with getting 500 gear score, I'll make it. But apart from that, I'm not going to be doing one a week or trying to do one a week like I've been mostly doing with Noob to Node War, which was one a week for a while until this one. This one was 2.5 weeks delayed, or a week and a half delayed, 2.5 weeks after the one before it. But it wasn't bad. I'd say my best one was probably the one at the beginning, followed by the one at the gearing. And then one of the leveling wasn't bad, but isn't anything amazing. And the one with the awakening, it's okay. There is some misinformation there. Apparently the golem quest has been removed. Been a long time since I awakened a non-new character though, as all my characters that I use are already awakened. And the one that I've awakened since that was changed, because I looked it up, was the Striker. So Striker never had the golem kill quest to begin with, so I didn't have to worry about it. But apart from that, not bad. Analytics-wise, so the channel's been doing, considering the fact that I didn't release too many videos this week, the channel's been doing okay. In fact, it actually did fairly well this week. Last 48, estimated views, 18,000. That would probably be, yeah, that was when Noob to Node were released. Actual overview. There's actually a pretty, I think this is the overall record for the channel so far, for views in a single day at 15,787, which is pretty good. The views is closing in on the previous period, which is not bad. Watch time is up, which is really nice to see. I think the watch time's up probably because stuff like Let's Play Musa, stuff like Noob to Node War, as well as some of the longer opinion videos, people are more inclined to watch those. And for the shorter videos, Well, for the other videos, I've been making videos shorter. I've been getting better at condensing information. Like the guy on Reddit said, I've been hitting my stride. Well, finding my stride, really. And with the exception of videos like this one, the update videos, I've been doing a lot better about, and with the exception of the Renown one, I've been doing a lot better about not saying the same thing over and over in a video, scripting it out. Not so much scripting, like I said before, I don't necessarily script most of my videos. Most of my videos are freestyle, but I've been doing better about giving myself a general outline so that I can follow the outline and not hit the same points over and over again like I do in the Renown video. The Renown system was just, the problem with the Renown system is really the same problem no matter how many ways I look at it. There's a lot of different reasons it's a problem, which is why I hit the same problem over and over again. And I also did go kind of over the amount of time I probably should have at 35 minutes. It probably should have been a 15-minute video. But, you know, you live and learn. I'm slowly getting better at this whole YouTube thing, I think. And I'm almost at 200 videos, too. This will be video 199, which means the Patch Notes video tomorrow will be video 200. Unless I release Let's Play Musa before that. So, that is something to consider for sure. But yeah, so the channel, it's doing fairly well. I've gained subscribers, well, I mean good. I'm over 4,000 now, so next goal is 5,000. And May should be the month that I hit 1 million views, which, yeah, that's I will probably make a video about that, just because 1 million views is pretty hype. In the early days, I would compare the number of views to the population where I'm from, Nova Scotia, which is less than 1 million, actually. So I'm actually pretty close to the population of Nova Scotia right now, which means pretty soon I'll have 1 view for every person in Nova Scotia, which is pretty big. Apart from that, though, 1 million views, that's just the beginning. I hope to hit 2 million next, then, you know, 5 million, 10 million, so on and so forth. I don't exactly plan on stopping anytime soon, which is why I'm hoping Bless does well, because I would like to have Bless be the second real game on the channel. King's Raid is not the second real game on the channel. Like, I make King's Raid videos, I enjoy making them, but it's not really so much a game on the channel as it is a way for me to unwind and make videos that I don't have to stress about. I don't have to worry about them being good. They just need to be factual and helpful for anyone that comes along and wants to check out King's Raid stuff. I know there's a few people that watch my channel for King's Raid, but it's not very many. And I would like a second game on the channel that really fits the theme of the channel, which is, in my opinion, PvP. The way I would describe my channel would be PvP, fantasy, and multiplayer. So PvP and multiplayer are kind of synonymous, but not necessarily, because PvP is always multiplayer, but multiplayer does not necessarily mean PvP. And then fantasy is, I much prefer games that focus on swords, magic, and stuff like bows and arrows, to games that focus on guns. Not that I'm against guns, I really like games with guns, like Overwatch is one of my most played games, but in terms of what I personally prefer, I prefer sort of like cold weapons to gunfire and stuff like that in games, especially MMOs. So I'm hopeful that Bless brings some of what I'm looking for. If it doesn't, maybe Crowfall will. If that doesn't, well, who knows, you know? There's plenty of decent looking MMOs in the pipeline. It just gonna hope that one of them hits that sweet spot, and yeah. Dark Age of Camelot, definitely got my eye on it, but no idea when that's actually going to release. They seem to be looking for a summer 2018 release, or early release, but that might be a little optimistic. I'm expecting a fall or even 2019 release, personally. So we will have to see. But yeah, so I really hope Bless does do well, because while Black Desert is doing well on the channel, I would like to have the channel have more than Black Desert. I would like to have other games that are, you know, actual PC games featured on the channel. And I think it's kind of a little too late to get into stuff like League of Legends. Like, I am pretty highly ranked in League of Legends. Whenever I go back to the game, I easily rank into high platinum, and then I just quit before going for diamond. I could probably hit diamond. I'm not good enough to say it would be easy, if I'm being honest. Like, it's not like I'm some prodigy that's like, oh yeah, if I tried, I'd get to masters. No. If I tried, I'd probably get to like diamond 4, diamond 3. The highest I've ever been was diamond 5, but even then, I only played about 100 or so ranked games that season, I want to say. And usually I'll find some niche character that I can abuse. Like the season I made it, I was abusing mid Fiora and jungle Warwick, and just abusing the fact that mid Fiora basically won lane without even trying, and jungle Warwick could permanently farm the entire jungle, come out with huge amounts of damage, and just press R and eliminate a target. And I use those to climb. That's how I hit Diamond, and that's how I usually climb in League. But I feel it's a little too late really for me to get into League as a video maker. I mean, I probably could, but it's such a saturated market. And to be honest, actually, my first real guides, like I've been making guides for years, but my first real successful guide that a lot of people saw were on LoL King. I had a pair of featured guides. Some of you might have even seen them. They each had a few 100,000 views. One was a Cho'Gath jungle guide, Terror in the Jungle, and the other was an Olaf jungle guide. And those were my two. They were featured because I was a diamond level player. They were both pretty highly ranked, and yeah, those were my first real successful guides. So that's kind of how I got my start as an actual guide maker. I call myself a guide maker, but it's not like I've ever been paid for my guides. I've never received a dime for guides. People don't give me I've never received skins. I've never received like items in Black Desert. People can't give me stuff, so it doesn't really matter. Never been gifted anything. Don't have a PayPal. Don't have a Patreon or anything. Considered making a Patreon, but I feel I'm still too small for a Patreon. And if I made a Patreon, I think it would be more depressing than anything, because I'd probably get like $1 or $2 or $3 donations, and then that'd be it, and those would probably trickle off pretty quickly. But yeah, I'm still not even monetized on YouTube. Like I've applied for it, but yeah, no, there's no monetization. I think it's in channel actually. Yeah, you can see applications submitted and in review. So they said that they're going to try and get through all the applications by the end of April, and it's April 26th as of today. So, yeah, I'm just kind of hoping at this point that it happens soon, especially because I'd really like for the class guide to be one of my first monetized videos. So, as a PC gaming guide maker and video doer, YouTuber, the problem is because most of my viewers view on PC, a lot of them will have ad block, which I don't mind. I use ad block myself. I don't really turn off ad block for most YouTubers, as I don't follow any YouTubers. Closest YouTuber that I come to actually following is ProZD. I don't even follow him. I just kind of come see his videos every once in a while. I check up on a few of the other Black Desert YouTubers every once in a while as well. Like, I jokingly yelled collab at Rinku after our Node War on Monday, which we actually won, by the way. Our third ever Node War win, our second real Node War win, as the second other one was a snipe that we won. And, I mean, it was a snipe, but there was another guild there that was actually sniping, and we actually came to fight for Node War. And then it turned out there was another snipe, so we just won it and won the node in like 5 minutes. But yeah, so it was actually a pretty hard battle. We were against Pulse, and yeah, Pulse is pretty strong, I'll be honest, for a T1 guild. Us and Koi 2v1 Pulse for 55 minutes before finally managing to defeat them. Pulse had a wizard and a witch combo. They had a witch called like Impulse Witch and a wizard called Alejandrox that really messed us up. Like Alejandrox would literally blink in, teleport, and one-shot me. Like it was actual one-shot. It was crazy. Impulse Witch wasn't as dangerous damage-wise, but had a DP build, which made her harder to kill. So they held on for 55 minutes in a 2v1, which was very impressive. We won, and then Koi gave us a node. There was also a snipe on the node, but the snipe didn't matter. We took them out in the first 2 minutes. So yeah, so that we won the Node War, which was pretty awesome. And yeah, I jokingly said collab at Rinku, and he responded, and I was like, oh shit, because I've never actually collabed with anyone. I don't even know what I'd do if I collabed. Dungeoneers and I have talked about it a few times. Well, I say a few times, once. We've talked about it once, but collabing is like, it's kind of difficult to figure out. I've had a few offers to collab as well from viewers and fans, but collabing is difficult because I don't really know what I'd collab about, honestly. I mean, if I collabed with Dungeoneers, he would raise the production value of whatever video we did by so much. Like, oh my god. His video editing is amazing, which is probably why he still has such a low amount of actual videos. If I collabed with Rinku, I honestly have no idea what we'd do. So, who knows? Yeah, if I collabed with a random other person, who knows, right? Like, collabing, like... collabing in a Let's Play is pretty easy to do. You just both play together and have all the voice chat and shenanigans go on. But collabing in, like, guide videos is a little different. I suppose we could do an opinion video. Me and a guy called Sirio. Is that his name? Let's move the Discord away from there. Don't really need to show you guys everything. Yeah, so a viewer called Sirio actually talked to me for... We talked for, like, 3 hours the other day. It was actually a pretty good conversation. We talked about a lot about the renown system, and a bunch of other stuff. And it was a very interesting conversation, actually. Very enlightening. We both got to see different points of views. So I suppose that could actually be a different way to do it. But that's a lot more similar to a podcast, which makes it hard to do on YouTube. I suppose we could just have random footage playing in the background, which wouldn't be a bad idea. So I could try to do something like that, but podcasts, that would probably be more of a limited thing. Although, now that I think about it, that's not a bad idea. Get a bunch of other YouTubers or well-known personalities in the game together. Because it's been a while since someone did something like that. They used to do something like that for Node Wars and stuff like that, but I haven't seen one recently, or at least it's not being posted to Reddit or anything. So just, you know, every couple of weeks, maybe once a month, get together a bunch of people with decent opinions and do an hour or two long session where we talk about what's happened in video that month. Stuff like the renown system, the free value pack letter, the change to the CC, man up losing their castle. Just talk about all that stuff. I could try that. I would have to hit up a bunch of other people to do it, but definitely let me know if you guys would like to see that or be interested in seeing that. I don't get that many views. It would probably be a lower view thing, but I mean, I don't mind doing things that have low potential reviews, as I'm trying to expand what I do beyond just guides and opinion videos. I'd like to do more other stuff as well. That's what the Let's Play and the new Node War series are all about, me trying to explore my boundaries really as a content creator. So that could be an interesting type of video to do. It's similar to an opinion video, I suppose, but collabing is definitely a new thing that I could try. Who knows? Comment below, I suppose, if you're interested in that. But yeah, so I guess I'll finish this with the plan for this week. So, Thursday, today, I am going to be busy. I will do the patch notes video and release the Let's Play Musa. But apart from that, I am going to be at a rehearsal all day for the wedding. Friday, I have work, and then hopefully I'll be able to get out a video. Saturday is the actual wedding, so don't expect anything on Saturday unless I get it done on Friday. For Saturday, trying to even think of a video topic. I'm thinking of a life skill guide. I don't want to do a trading guide. Like, people suggested a trading guide in the past, but a trading guide, Biohack and Moralin have that covered. Like, there's no real reason for me to go into that because Biohack and Moralin have that. They've got that unlock. Nothing I do would be better than what those two have already done. And yeah, it's just kind of pointless for me to do something they've already covered so well. Other life skills, farming, not really too interested in that. I just did fishing. Like, if I go to the video manager, fishing I did about a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago. That was, I want to say, a Sunday video, although it's technically like a late Monday. Yeah, April 16th. So I could do that. I could also do a video on... there was another topic I had. I'm trying to think of what it was, actually. Huh. I actually can't remember it. There's a few different things I've been trying to roll around that I haven't... can't really remember exactly what I was trying to think about. But yeah, there's a few different guides I still have to make. I could do another class guide, but I don't really have the knowledge on a lot of the other classes like I do on Dark Knight and Musa, and to a lesser extent Striker. I could always do a guide on Meiwa, but Meiwa is very similar to Musa, and then once she awakens, she's rather different, so probably better to let more experienced players do that. I suppose I could do like a primer, but that might be a little too similar to the class guide. Oh, while I'm at it. So yeah, I unlisted the the super clickbait how to make 70 million silver a day, the koi video, just because, well, now it's done, I don't really want players being suckered into it and hating on the video. So it's not private, it's just unlisted for anyone that gets super nostalgic for some reason about koi, because koi was by far my most favorite event ever in Black Desert. Such an easy and good event to make hundreds of millions of silver in. I probably made about 400 or 500 million myself, so I mean, pretty good money. Do need to use those scrolls. I actually made a bunch of scrolls like 2 days ago, and I was going to do them today, but obviously the server is still down. So yeah. Saturday, yeah, trying to figure a video for Saturday. I might actually do a video on Bless on Saturday, just basically everything we know about Bless. But I might also just keep it all Black Desert. And in that case, I'm going to try and think of a decent topic. I'd like it to be a big video, like one that gets views. But if there's like a really good suggestion in the comments, I'll definitely do that. Like, there were some pretty decent suggestions, honestly, in this video. Let me go to, where do I see the comments? Do I just have to click on it? Don't really need to hear my voice while hearing my voice. So the more comprehensive money-making video is definitely an idea, but the problem with it is money-making as a whole, it's difficult to do because basically there's two ways to go about it. There's the way I did it in the recent money-making video where I just kind of go very broadly over the various ways to make money. Which gets quite a bit of hate because then I don't go super into detail about it. And then there's the go much more into detail, but that takes editing the UI is being suggested. That's weird. That's an old video, like really old. And then there's the much more in-depth way, while still not doing an individual video for each way to make money, that goes well over an hour in length and gets almost to be too long. So I mean, it's definitely an idea. If you guys actually do want to see the super comprehensive money-making video, shout it out in the comments. I can't guarantee though that will be done for Saturday. That is a huge video to make. That would probably come next after the class guide, and then I would do the beginner's guide after that. But yeah, so shout it in the comments if you want to see the comprehensive money-making video. But yeah, so that was one of them. This is what I'm actually doing. I'm actually working on this, Rashid. I'm not sure if I'm saying that correctly. I'm actually working on what to do to prepare for a Node War. So I was actually thinking of doing that for the final Noob to Node War episode, but then I realized that 400 gear score, even if you get all the Villa buffs, even if you get a perfect food rotation and elixir rotation, you're still going to get rolled. Like, 400 gear score is just not enough. You need about 500 for that to start to really matter for all those buffs. 450 will start to matter. You'll beat up on other 450s, but you need 500 to really make that effective. So I decided not to do that for the final Noob to Node or 400 gear score video. Maybe for 500 gear score video though. Yes, I'm a Hanzo main. At least this season I'm a Hanzo main. Realistically, I'm probably more of a Moira main. She's who I fall back on pretty much anytime I find the team is losing. I also play a lot of Roadhog, but I don't call myself a Roadhog main because I just use him because he's pretty cheap in Platinum, which is where I'm currently at in Overwatch. As you land a hook, you make it a 5v6, you heal up, you kill a few people with shotgun, you land another hook to make it, if no one's died, a 4v6 now. The hook is just too amazing in Platinum. Overview of daily CP quests. So the problem with that is I don't actually use daily CP quests. Like, I know what they are, I know where they are, I know how to do them, I've done them once or twice, but I don't actually use those, I just cook. So I could do that, but I don't really want that to be a Saturday video because Saturday videos are usually bigger videos than just daily CP quests. I could do a video on daily quests, so that was Joey's idea, Joey B here. a video on daily quests. Not so much daily quests, but daily things to do in Black Desert. So I've never actually done a video on that. I've considered it, but I keep putting it on the back burner. So a video on the sort of daily things to do in Black Desert is an interesting video that I have definitely considered doing. So those are the 3 things that were talked about last week. So basically, yeah, shoot me a comment below once again if you've got like an idea you'd really like to see for a video. I'll use you guys' upvotes or likes as basically kind of like upvotes to see which videos you guys want the most, which videos you guys aren't super into. The daily video is probably what I'll do for this Saturday if there's not like a super amazing suggestion tonight. And then I'll try to get whatever the best suggestion is from this video for next week. I definitely want to kind of increase my interaction with you guys. Like I've been trying to talk to people on Discord more. I've been kind of radio silent on Discord for about 2 or 3 days now because I just haven't had time to talk to anyone. But I'm trying to, interact with you guys more. You guys definitely have good ideas. I have taken quite a few ideas you guys have given me in various videos to make videos. So yeah, definitely hit me up in the comments below. Upvote if someone has an idea you really like, upvote it, or comment or reply to it to say what you like with it, a suggestion, and what you like to see in addition to, or what you'd change. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. As always, 4,000 subscribers, pretty awesome. Can't wait to hit 5,000. I'll probably make a video at that. Same with 1 million views, unless they hit at the same time, in which case I'll just combine them into one video. Keep being awesome, guys. Thanks for watching, as always, and have a good one.